What is going on, you guys? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to 2024. We made it. A new year is here, and no matter how your last year went, if you're still here, if you made it through, proud of you. I think you did a great job. So for us here in Florida, and actually at this point, as big as this show's gotten, for people all up and down the East Coast and even further west, January means EuroTripper prep. And this year, we're bringing the wagon once again, and she's gonna be on these bad girls right here. Now, my original plan, and some of you will be very upset about this, but you'll have to just get over it. I was gonna bring the Pink Floyd to EuroTripper. Now, that car's never been out to any show, hasn't really been out ever, but the car still needs wheels, it needs suspension, a few more things I wanna put on the car, and I had to finish the exhaust. So to get that done before EuroTripper, I don't wanna rush anything, because I want the car to be like super dialed when it finally comes out. So we're gonna do the wheel refinishing project for the wagon for this year. I think that car with the air ride now, the body kit, when the wheels will look beautiful at EuroTripper. I'm gonna save the Pink Floyd and pretty much debut that car for Helen. I think that's a nice little timeline. I can get that car dialed in and have everything I want on the car done, and then Helen's one of my favorite places of all time. So I think that'll be a fantastic spot to kind of bring that car for the first time and all of you see it. So again, some of you be upset that it's not going to EuroTripper. I don't want to rush the car and just throw things together just to have it there. I'd rather do the wheels on the wagon and have that car complete, and then save the Pink Floyd project and get it all done and dialed in for Helen. So that's the plan for this year. So bringing us to today's video and today's goal, I want to split the BBS LMs, get the faces pulled out of each of the wheels. That way they're ready to go and get dropped off for powder coat and the whole refinishing. I think. Because when you redo BBSs and on a black car, there's so many combinations for like wheel, like refinishing options. With BBSs, there's so many options for like center cap color, face color, lip hardware. The options are kind of like endless, but I think I have made my decision. So we did some polls on Patreon. I made some Photoshop on the screen right here. I like the OEM finish, which is this. I also like the brush finish. Some people said do like full polish, like triple chrome, which would be cool as well, but very expensive. But I really like the gold, and I've always wanted to do a gold wheel on the black car, but I've always been kind of unsure of the BBS gold. It's a bit darker and I like it, and sometimes I don't like it. It kind of goes back and forth. And people said do black hardware with the black cap, but I think I'm gonna do polish lip, BBS white gold, so nice, like kind of frosted lighter gold. Want to do polish hardware and either a chrome cap or maybe another one of these old school BBS racetrack caps that came OG on the LM145s. They're kind of hard to find, but I can. It's like a carbon fiber backing with the silver lettering, which would match the polish slip, polish hardware, and then kind of that chrome polish in the middle. I think we're gonna do that. I like the BBS white gold. It's very light and subtle. Still has that gold tone to it, but kind of a silverish look as well. Kind of best of both worlds in my opinion. So again, as of right now, that's the goal for these wheels. Polish lip, polish hardware, probably this cap, maybe a red cap. I do have red ones. We could do like a red and gold cap. Again, there's so many options. It's hard to actually pick one, but I'm pretty sure the faces will be BBS white gold. I think. You know, I'm not a tire expert, but I feel like this one still has life left in it. Like maybe a little bit of extra bead seal, but I feel like they should be fine. Also, I'm sure at least a handful of you might be curious on the tire situation for the last test fit. These tires, if you don't know the backstory, have been sitting on the Audi TT since 2008. Just years and years sitting in the backyard, which is wild. But oddly enough, the tires, this one's from 07, that one's from 08, I think it is. They actually held air. Now this one, unfortunately, has leaked back out. But this one, the oldest one from 2007, with all of this breaking sidewall, still holding air, which is crazy. All right, wheels loaded up, ready to go. So today, January 2nd, again, new year, you have new goals, things you want to accomplish. My goal for this year, I want to have my own shop space. It's very cool having some of my cars at Adam's compound. To go there is an incredible thing, but I've never had all of my own cars in one spot at one time, and I just want to have my own space. I want to have like a tire machine again, maybe get a lift in there, just a spot where all of my stuff can be just together for the first time. So that is my goal, my biggest goal, amongst other things. But one of the biggest goals I have for this year is to find a shop space somewhere, whether it's just me or some of the friends I don't know, something big enough to house all the cars. We can just work, do projects, and that kind of stuff. So that's my goal. If you got goals for this year, leave them down below. I'm curious to hear what your car projects are, life goals are, all that kind of stuff.
Just pull around to this bay on the other side. Okay. That's where the machine is. So we'll just.
Oh,
Nice. So,
yeah. More tire too.
I know.
Yay.
Nice. All right, so I'll pull around to that far side, you said?
yeah, far side over there.
All right, no problem. Cool. You know, the people at this Firestone, super nice, and they were laughing because last time I was here with the Mark II, I bought them a super small tire, and they were kind of skeptical at first, but super nice people. Oh, thank you, sir. I'll grab that from you. I felt bad. This tire was full of dirt. Ripperino, this was the 07, I think. You're fine, getting laid to rest, bud. Alright, we got goodies for days, freshly wrapped up. Again, shout out to these guys, always helping me out. Alright, so now that the tires are out of our way, we can move on to removing the face from these wheels. Now these are two-piece wheels. We could have pulled this face out with the tires still on, but obviously the tires are super old. I don't need them, and these entire things need to get chemically stripped and dunked, so obviously the tire had to go. So just get it out of the way, knock it out, and now we'll go ahead and remove the face. Okay, so we have our 12 point to hold the front side like so, and then we have our 12 point 10 millimeter to break free from the back side like so. Now overall, these don't look super crushed or corroded. They should break free no problem. We can add some heat if need be, but I don't think we're going to. Now obviously they're dirty and they've been sitting forever, but corrosion wise, like rusting and stuff, they actually look to be in pretty good shape. And actually one of the ones over there, when I first had seen it, the bolts on the backside were still kind of polished, which is pretty amazing. So hopefully these they don't find me. All right, what do we think? First try with the impact, or will I need to break out the actual breaker? I don't think so. Who's gonna be lucky number one? Here, we'll go here. All right. If this breaks free first try, every one of you owes me $10,000. If it doesn't break free, I owe you nothing. Fair. Ooh, easy money. So every one of y'all owes me money now, so just so you know. But that came free like nothing. And actually inside the hardware is that still shining. So these will go to Prezi and get put in this little tank thing, and these will all be polished and brand new because these hardware on the older BBS, I can't see it, but they're actually stamped BBS on each one, which is so cool. Kind of like my Zobbers that are stamped Aero on each bolt. You can't really get anymore, or if you do buy the set, it's very, very expensive versus just buying new hardware without the stamping. But nice, promising. So one down, 19 more to go, and then 3 more wheels, but no problem. And actually, if you look under here, under the bolts, very, very clean, and back inside there, you can see how it's just shining bright. Like I said, the wheels have been sitting forever and they're very dirty and honestly need refinishing, but the bolts and hardware and like actual metal material, not corroded, not rusting, not falling apart, which is 10 out of 10 for us. Makes me happy. So easy enough. Every bolt broke free, no problem. The front side, you can see a little bit of corrosion on the front, but not too bad. The back ones that were pretty dirty, you can see where the socket hit it. You can see like the chrome or like just the polished metal kind of shining through. So once these come back from Prezi, they're going to be like that, just brand new shining. That's awesome. So all I need to do now, pop the face out, one down. So like I said, next step is to go ahead and actually remove the face from the barrel and the lip. This is a 2-piece wheel, meaning there's a face that's removable, but the barrel section and the actual lip is one. If it was 3-piece, there'd be a split right here. Whether this be face mounted, sandwich mounted, or reverse mounted, doesn't matter. There'd be a barrel that's separate, a lip that's separate, and a face. But in this case, we have just this. So no silicone to cut or split. This is all just one piece. So again, since these are face mounted wheels, meaning the wheel's on top, we're gonna take the wheel this way. And I'm gonna get my mount here and give it a nice little tap and kind of just tap it out. And now we have just this, and we got just this. So it is. We have now officially split, and I want to say, I can't confirm, but the guy bought these wheels brand new with his Audi TT. I can only assume this is the first time they've ever been split, and we have to do it. And you have to watch. So now we have our nice BBS LM forged center, our aluminum barrel, and this thing is like, it weighs nothing. These wheels are so lightweight. I love it. I love the Panamera wheels, but these weigh so much less than those wheels. Yeah, there we go. Bam. One down, 3 to go. Actually, I did want to see if there's any type of stamping on the wheel for like a date. I don't know if I see it or not. Oh, here. 04/01. So April of 01. I guess so. I don't think the barrels have any type of stamping on them. This face looks to be like it was manufactured in April of 2001, which is pretty cool. We'll check the rest and see if they're all the same, but I think, yeah, 04/01. So, got ourselves a bag of 80 original BBS bolt and nuts, and I'm glad to say that a single one broke, stripped, no casualties, which is always the best. So that's good to go. All those are split, stacked them over here. I kept each face with the barrel, but yeah, easy enough, no casualties, just knocked it out. And it's cool to see I have the April of 01, which is that face on the bottom. This one's April of 2000. That one's May of 2000. And this one is also May of 2000. Which you can see right there, the 0500. So we have 3 faces from 2000, 1 from 01, 2 from April, 2 from May. They're probably sitting on the shelf when they have the order, and they just pulled LM 145 faces, which are all the same face and offset, and they built the wheels and then sent them off to Florida. So it's kind of cool to see a little bit of the backstory of when they were made and kind of what they did, which actually most of their life, they only spent 8 years on the road, really, or actually I'm not even sure when the guy actually bought them or the car. I think it was a 2003. So these could have just sat for 3 years at the factory before someone ordered them, or they could have been out before that. I'm not quite sure. He said he bought them brand new, so more than likely they just sat on a shelf waiting. Once the order came through, they got built and shipped out. And then, yeah, they sat for quite a long time in a backyard, and now here they are on my workbench. Yeah, this face, 24 years old. Well, actually, May of this year will be 24 years old, but like, they've been around for a minute. So the plan now, I believe, I'll double check, but I think tomorrow I'm dropping off the wheels at the powder coater, which once I decide actually fully commit to a color, he will powder coat the faces and then do the barrels back here and on the inside all in gloss black. Once that's done, everything will then go to Prezzi's shop, where he'll go through, fix the one bend on the lip, where he polishes the lips. He will go through, polish all the hardware. We can do the final assembly. Then we'll need tires, get those mounted, and then on the car and done. So, in hindsight, it's January 2nd. We should be, I always say should because things always happen, well ahead of the schedule, hopefully to have this done before EuroTripper, but there's always some last minute project to do before EuroTripper. we usually get it done. We'll have to see. But yeah, that is the game plan. There's splits ready to go. Hopefully, get dropped off tomorrow. I have to just pick a color and then we go from there. So with that, gonna end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed. Genuinely, thank you guys so much for the continued support over the years. Whether you're brand new to the channel or you've been here 2, 3, 4, 5 years at this point, whatever the case may be, thank you. I genuinely appreciate all of you. Do not forget, be thankful for every single day. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.